Hello everyone, and welcome to our Let's Play series of Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today here next to Yont in the Surgeon's Slump. And we managed to find a way around this guy because he's not getting out of there. He never really extorted me out of my money, but he's part of mercenaries that are around here, and it seems that the leader of this place lives in here, and we're gonna want to get him because apparently the mall wants to eat him. It's a mess. Last episode we talked to Yunt and he doesn't like them. I don't think the surgeons like them very much. This apothecary wasn't very happy to see me, so I'm not really sure where that's gonna go. Oh no, that's Artagli over there. That's the leader. That's who I need to talk to. Renard over there. I'm sure I'm gonna need to talk to him as well, or her. I don't really know. But the cask is made from staves of dark wood. Synth steel bands hold the barrel's staves tight, and you can see dents in the synth steel where some sort of ornamentation has fallen off. Inside, dark spiced alcohol sloshes. The man who is standing nearby sees you examining the barrel. The features of this once handsome man are sunken and splotchy, the face of anxiety and drink, evidenced by the flagon in his hand. The veins of his nose have broken, giving it a rosy appearance. Any cheer that might have lived in his face is destroyed by the frequent nervous glances over his shoulder. Following his gaze, you see a maw some distance away. He looks you over. Yeah, it wants him. He looks you over, his eyes lingering on your cast-off tattoo. He takes a slow, deliberate drink. Come looking for soldiers, have you? You found us. Want a kingdom overthrown? A tomb robbed? A caravan guarded? If you've got the shins, then you've still come to the wrong place. Artaglios' irregulars are not ready to serve. Go hang. Man, how did you leave if you're not ready to take on customers? A thrice-damned cast-off. Oh, he knows who I am. Yeah, he thinks a thrice-damned cast-off. He won't be dragging my men back to that hell. That hell, I suppose, the endless battle. I should warn you, though, that if you make a move on my rum, you'll find I've lost none of my skills with the blade. Oh, I saw you eyeing up my barrel, and I'll fight to defend its honor. But you're here now. You must have a reason. What do you want? What is this place? Surgeon's Slump, the homiest place in all the bloom. We've got the good doctors Demerai and Obelix here, and if you're sick, they'll see you right, as long as your illness is interesting enough. Need something alchemical? See Shin. Our job is making sure no one gets too friendly with their shins but us. Anyone who wants to make a home here, and he pauses as he looks at your tattoo. Well, almost anyone who wants to make a home here is welcome, if they can pay the price. Some people might call this a protection racket, and he takes another swig and glances sidelong against the maw. Again at the maw, yeah. Not in my hearing, though. Not unless they want to make use of one of the leeches themselves. The leeches? Huh. What? I can't ask that. Tell me about your standard. Because I need to steal this thing, I think, and then they'll... something? I'm not really sure. He regards you through bleary eyes, leans back, and prepares to recite his tale. You can tell he's had long practice in turning incidents into anecdotes. Then he stops. Murden stole it. Insult. So forth. Oh, yeah, the Murden stole it. That's right. That's what Janos said, or whatever his name was. Murdens, says Erides. We ought to go over and buy it back. Buy it with blood, I mean. Their blood. The Murdens, I mean. What are we waiting for? This damsel in need... And he stops at Artaglio's glare. This gentleman in need requires our help. Yeah, I know where it is. I know. Why would they be insulting you? Jealousy? Because we've beaten them back before? Because we have more stuff than they do? Figuring out how abhumans think is a fool's errand. It's better to go with your instinct when dealing with them. That's what they know. Whatever the reason, well, they've got it now, and sometime I should get it back, but... Those Murdens knew exactly what they were taking from me. They mock me, he thinks. Well, why don't you go and get it back then? Well, it's not worth the bother. We raid them, they raid us. I'll get it eventually. The irregulars might grumble, but we'll find it soon enough. And he swallows another drink, but not before you see a brief shadow of fear scattering itself across his face. I came here to save lives, he thinks. Can I justify risking the men for a flag? So he's probably friends with them, and he doesn't regard them as... you know, scum or anything, so even though they probably are, I mean, sure, he's probably scum himself, but if he came here to save lives, then I'm not really sure what he's doing right now, but I really don't want them to leave, but I want to deal with these Murdens. Anyway, why don't you get, why don't you send some of your troops to get it back for you? For some reason, they seem to think that it's my duty. They want me to do it personally. I'll get to it, eventually. And he takes a hefty swig from his flagon, and his eyes dart to the maw again. I reckon I'll never see that old rag again, he thinks. This place has taken everything now. Okay, I wanted to ask about something else. Why did you stare at my tattoo? He licks his lips. You're a cast-off. I'm waiting for you to tell me the penalty for desertion. And he holds up his hand as if to stop, to motion a stop, and you see that his troops are all watching you. Unless you come with more strength than this, he'll have a hard time enforcing that penalty. Tiberius snaps his fingers. That's why the Chalcedon was furious. You skipped out on him and the rest of the Changing Gods army. I knew I remembered a scandal. He glares. Cast-offs can stand up after they have had their throats slit. The rest of us stay dead. When we took our last objective, we found a nest of Jurulisks. Not one, mind you, but many. I reported it personally to the Chalcedon, the commander of the Changing Gods army, and he told me to wipe them out no matter the cost. Having lost 10 of my friends that day, the cost was already too high. Damn cast-offs think they're gods, all of them, he thinks. Couldn't give a damn about us. So I took it on myself to get the pay where we were owed, and then we left. We came here to carve out a living, but it looks like we're still not clear of the cast-offs. Yeah, we deserted our posts. The endless battle is a ruiner of lives. And I'm damned proud I didn't waste any more there. Yeah, I suppose. You're a soldier. Tell me about that. Oh, didn't I introduce myself? How rude. And he swigs again, and then makes a mock bow. Artaglio, condottiere at your service. Veteran of countless battles, mercenary not currently for hire. Why? What is a condottiere? A professional warlord, a venture captain, a mercenary leader. These days, well, protector for the good leeches of the slump. Oh, that's what he means the leeches before. He said something about the leeches. But I'm never gonna find it now. Yeah, I'm never gonna find it. But that's what the leeches are. Huh, interesting, because I thought these guys were the leeches. Because, you know, they're running a racketeering scheme. Why aren't you for hire? He peers into your face. I'd have thought you were here for the bounty. Didn't the Chalcedon send you? He looks back to you. Ah, we deserted from the endless battle. We fought for the first militia on occasion, but for the Changing Gods army most times, until we were given a near impossible task. Well, I don't care about any of that. I just want some questions answered. Like what? So I could extort money from him. So what's that you're drinking? This is Astarium rum, I should say. One of the finest and deadliest concoctions I've found in my travels across this land. It's like being smothered in a blanket of soft fur and drowned in love. It can strip the gloss off of just any material you care to name, too. Most people can drink one mug, let alone two. Can't drink one mug, yeah. Even these brave soldiers find it hard going. But you, I challenge you to match me, and I'll match you. But that vaunted cast-off constitution to the test. I think I'm gonna need to do the endurance check over here. Yeah, I think you can outdrink me? I doubt it. Of course it needs to be me, but my effort saves me there. Huh. Good. It burns on the way down. He wasn't kidding about its harsh qualities, but he failed to mention the acrid sting it puts in your nose. Tears spring to your eyes, but you manage to swallow it all. Artaglio beams broadly. Have another? Well, now he thinks maybe cast-offs are good for something. Well, absolutely. Okay, so if I do this... Oh, he's gonna ask me for another. Let's go for another. I succeed there. It doesn't go down any easier than the first. In fact, it's a little tougher, but you manage to choke it down, and though your stomach rebels, you're able to keep it under control. Most people can drink one mug, let alone two. Even these brave soldiers, and he gestures to the crowd around him, irony inflecting his voice. Even these mighty warriors find it hard going. But you, I challenge you to match me, and I'll match you. Put that vaunted cast again, this line. Okay, so I'm gonna try... Charm paste, that's for persuasion tasks, non-combat tasks. That steam over there, that should have been used before. that should have been used before. Let's drink. Oh no, it doesn't work! I fail. Ah, come on. You lose count of the number of drinks you have, but Artaglio matches you, just as he said he would. In the end, his long experience with the rum wins out, and you find yourself slumping to the floor. His troops give you a friendly jeer, and Artaglio turns back to them with another story. So the first herself comes barreling through the flames on the back of her Anine, walls of fire curling in behind her like great wings, he says. Sir? The first has been dead for decades. Ah, shut up, Renard. I'm telling a story. Okay, it's quite a shame it's a shame I had to use the steam. But, yeah, it's a shame. We lost. Okay, that's fine. Could I actually do that without recurring to save scumming? Because I think I have some things here that will heal my might. Heal some points of might over there. I could try that. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I could try that. Okay, so let's load that. Unfortunately, that's gonna oh, that's at the beginning of the episode. Which is fine. The beginning of the episode has been 10 minutes ago, but we just read a bunch. Okay, so yeah, we basically did nothing. We came over here, we messed with that over there, and what I'll do is I'll get...
Are we ready to go?
Well, not really, shut up. So we have some, that's health. Where's the might? That's that. Okay, so I'm gonna take these two, and those should be enough. So you, sir... No, actually, I do this. Basically go with the same line as before. So, continue, click a bunch down here. Ask him what that is. Tell me about your standard. Why would they be insulting you? Let's see if we can do... No, yeah, okay, so that's the same question. Why don't you go back and get it yourself? So, basically, these are the same that I asked before. That's the standard. And then about the tattoo. So, tell me about being a soldier. A condottiere. I am pretty sure that's kind of French. Why aren't you for hire? And that's that. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I'm not going to say anything there. And I want to talk about the maw. Okay, so we're back to the drinking. And then we do this. Why is it... Oh, it's a might. It's a might thing. Okay. Yeah, we just need to go for these. Maybe I critically succeed. I don't know. Have another? Okay, absolutely. Let's try it again. And yeah, it's getting harder, isn't it? Might edge, -1. It's getting harder. Okay. And now, what I do is oh, freaking hell. You can't... Seriously, you can have those in here? Aw. All that trouble for nothing. Well, at least I didn't take the steam. Yeah, the steam pack. Oh, man, it is really hard. So, basically, I'm gonna fail. Okay, doesn't matter. It's all fine. Okay, we can't do that one. It's fine. It's been plenty of things that we haven't been able to do. Okay, well, just save the steam pack, basically. Hey, Renard, what are you saying about the first being dead? Because I don't think she is. That's the whole point of me being here. You have business with Artaglio's irregulars. You talk to Artaglio. Okay, the apothecary over there doesn't say anything. I think this is a barrier. Hey, Boris.
Making a note.
This young man's beauty shines even through his grimy face and his tattered clothes. His eyes are wide and staring, electric blue, and the movements his fingers trace through the air look like birds in flight. He snaps out of his reverie and grins at you, his teeth even and white against his brown skin. On closer examination, you can see that his rags were once fine fabrics, carefully and expertly stitched. Where am I gonna get more money, he thinks. Hello. He looks quite affluent. He greets you with an uneasy familiarity, like an old companion. His voice is smooth and educated, mellifluous and soft. Hello, friend. My name is Boris. Can you spare 200 shins? Why do you need the money? Why? Why? Friend, do you remember the first time you fell in love? The sweet laughter of an infant? The taste of a tear when you hear of a friend's death? I do. I remember them even though they haven't happened to me. And he stops, puzzlement crossing his face. At least, I don't think they have. No matter. Here, inside this shop, Sheen sells the essence of those experiences. If you have the shins, you can leave all yourself. Or leave them all yourself. My family never understood, he thinks. They wouldn't even try it. At least, you can leave them until you run out of money. Which I have. Did I ask you for shins already? I could swear I did. I only need 200. Okay, he's run out of money. He doesn't have money. He has run out of money. Disowned me, he thinks. At least I think they did. I've had several families thanks to Shin. Well, but those are just memories. Memories are lies, don't you know? I don't have that much money to spare. I'm sorry. Then why are you wasting my time? I need to remember the feel of wind on my skin. Okay, so yeah, can I just go back and give, yeah, I can give him. Ah, well. Oh, it's you. Oh, he's clearly an addict. I'm not gonna give him that. Nope. So yeah, let's do these things ourselves. Shin is the doctor, I assume. How many apothecary? No, wait, that's only one of the doctors. No, these are the doctors over there. Let's go there. That's the whole point of us being here. Don't get near them all. That's a nasty thing, and we'll take care of things. Orth Fong. I think I've heard of this guy. Slump dwellers over there. Can I talk to you guys? Hey. Those irregulars are going to ruin me. Shins for this, shins for that. Yeah, these guys. Yeah. But then again, they are protecting you. Demaray and Obervik were my last hope. My last. This Telesponsia is going to kill me. Telesponsia? What's that? A sponge that's acting... I don't know. What is that? Detailed diagrams of various body parts cover a membrane stretched within a metal frame. The blood covering this gurney does not inspire much confidence in its owner's professionalism. It is indeed a surgeon over there. Strips of bloom flesh fill the bottom of the basket. Some of them look like they have been gnawed by human teeth. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, nasty things is what we have. Oh, that's a dissection table. This creature was half dissected and then forgotten. Its innards have turned putrid and black. A mass of bloom flesh quivers on the table, picked at by humming machines. Every so often, one of them administers an electrical shock to the flesh, which responds with a scratchy little whine. Okay. This desk is littered with what appears to be journals recording medical experiments. This gruesome illustration depicts a human body suffering a multitude of different types of physical trauma. Oh boy. Next to which are annotations such as exquisite reaction and result is disappointingly premature loss of consciousness. Lovely. Diagrams depicting the human head and brain stand in a corner of the room. Okay. So these guys are, at least they're working. Does that guy have arms standing at his back? That's an interesting upgrade there. I think I want to talk to him first. Hello, sir. No, that doesn't go like that. Why, good sir, greetings, and welcome to our little operation. His long face, that's Demarai, by the way. His long face suffuses, whatever, with a smile at his joke. His sagging skin and the dark bags under his eyes speak of a deep physical weariness, but his manner is bright and cheery. He wipes his nose on a filthy sleeve and extends his hand. My name is Dr. Demarai. His partner steps forward as well, and I am Dr. Oberik. He extends his hand. It's probably best to grasp the top one. The top hand? Yeah. Like his partner, his face is long and seamed. Unlike his partner, each of his arms is bifurcated. Oh, so that's what that is. I thought he was hands at the back, but it's not. At the elbow, with a mechanical forearm and hand grafted to them, a multitude of prosthetic eyes are drilled into the top of his head. But where are our manners? How can we help you? Well, apparently, I don't know if I shook their hands, but, so, straight to the point here, Eredith is trying to purge demons from his body. I think that's pretty interesting. Can you help? I am? Eredith says, and turns to the doctors. Can you? I don't think we've ever expelled one of those. That does seem like the sort of thing one would remember. No, I think not, says Obervik. Growths, yes. Intestines, yes. Demons and miscellaneous supernatural infestations, not our area of expertise, I'm afraid. Well, says Demarai, we could remove all infected organs and drain the fluids until the infection abates. Hold a moment, is he interested in surviving the procedure? It's a good question. It's a fair question. I would prefer not to be dead until I am dead, he says politely. That's also a good answer. Well, scratch that option then. I feel like we're missing something obvious.
I'll remember that.
Or someone, says Obervik, my esteemed colleague. I remember hearing about an expert in the field of nano-demons who fled to the Bloom. Okay. I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but I believe she's hiding in the old slave block. Happy hunting! Sure. What can you tell me, of yourselves? Demarai chest puffs. We are surgeons, no, doctors and explorers who seek to expand the universe of medical knowledge. We have found the answers to many questions, dissecting and vivisecting any number of strange beasts, and we come ever closer to unlocking the deeper secrets of human existence. I hasten to add that we are not licensed in a number of jurisdictions, says Obervik. And in fact, I understand that several localities have warrants for our arrest. And he gestures to himself. We do nothing to others that we are not willing to perform on ourselves. In fact, we only seek out specialized persons. We are particular about our patients. So far, we've escaped arrest, he thinks. Not like that poor Gibra bastard, Matak. What became of him, I wonder? Well, what sort of work do you do here? Demarai says, we take on any number of specialized patients. Take patient number 27, for example. Or Jaunt, as they call himself. As he calls himself. He was a visitant from another world, an alien creature. Our local maw devoured him and then spat him out a year later without his skin, muscle, or memory. Yet, if you look at him, you can see that he has both skin and muscle. Granted, it's human skin and muscle, but that's all we had to work with. Well, we couldn't do anything about his memory. The skin and muscle doesn't suit patient number 27's body structure, of course, he thinks, but that only makes it more amazing. Well, yeah, actually does, I suppose. I don't know if he's in very much pain, though, but right now, he didn't seem like it. Why couldn't you restore his memories? Obervik says, the bloom devours more than flesh and bone. It is hyper-aware, hypersensitive, or hypersentient, actually, and its needs are still beyond our knowledge. We do know that it sometimes feeds on certain mental states, and that certain psychic wavelengths attract its attention. I theorize that it nourishes itself on those wavelengths. This is most likely what happened to Yont. His essence, if you will, has been absorbed and probably excreted by now. There's no recovery from that. Okay, sure, whatever. You and your psychic mumbo-jumbo, wavelengths and... Let's have a chat with a proper surgeon over here. I can make you handsome, oh, so handsome, just let me get your face. Orthfong, are you the one that owns that thing over there? You see a tall, nervous man pacing back and forth. His hair is a mess, his clothing stained with food and chemicals. His left eye is an engraved orb of metal, and you can hear it whirring from a distance. He casts fretful glances all around the space, as if waiting for someone or something.
Making a note.
Aligern! I heard you were in the bloom, but I didn't care to come look for you. He looks around anxiously. I had a revelation about your tattoos, and I was examining the frame. As I was examining the frame... Wait a minute, the frame that he brought here, Aligern did? The frame that he brought... Didn't he sell it or something? The frame from his village, I mean. And if I could just compare the windings of your tattoos with the circuitry of the frame, I could verify my hypothesis. Unfortunately, Murden stole the frame, and I have no idea where it is. Did you get my note? Orth, what in the name of the Black Three are you doing here? Why did you leave the Order of Truth? I got your note, and it said to be careful with my tattoos, but it didn't say why, and it didn't say where you were going. It didn't? Ah, no, that can't be right. I distinctly remember... he slaps himself on the forehead. No, of course not. I was being coy and cautious. But I thought you'd divine by my meaning. Slow horror begins to dawn on his face. Did you stop using the tattoos? Rumors of a spy, he thinks. A memovira, of all things. I can risk that. No, I've been working on powering them, making them more effective, honing my control. He looks serious, Aligern thinks. It worries me. What could have set him off like this? Orthfong pinches the bridge of his nose. Alright, that's my fault. I should have been more clear. And maybe it's nothing. I need the frame to be sure, though. But stop using them, right now. Keep them close to you. So what's your theory about this frame? I don't want to raise Aligern's hopes if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, well, we'll all be happy if he stopped using them externally. I dare not even think, he thinks. I've already gotten my hopes up. Yeah. So, why did you tell Aligern to stop using his tattoos? Well, I have some suspicions, but I can only tell Aligern. If I'm incorrect, there will be minimum harm. If I'm correct, well, I will have some news that he'll be delighted to receive. Delighted. Okay, so that minimal harm. Okay, that's fine. So sounds like. Where did the Murdens take the frame? Back to their filthy nest, no doubt. I've heard they eat people, and I'm not much of a fighter, or a negotiator, for that matter. I just don't know for sure. What are we waiting for? Let's go find it, yeah? Yeah, we will, because we also have other things we need to find in there, but first, let me talk to this guy. Why did you come to the Bloom? Well, I studied that frame for years. Years. The more I studied it, the more concerned I was about the effects that it might trigger if I were to activate it somehow. With Aligern's village of Orman as my first data point, I thought perhaps I should remove myself to some place where the effects might be less disastrous. And he gestures to the space around him. Much safer here, much less likely to disrupt anything important. Also, the Order of Truth was annoyed with me. They were? Okay. I suppose that was just a little detail, a little side comment. Okay, what happened to your left eye? This? Oh, nothing. I was doing some research in the Order of Truth and found this delightful apparatus. I thought that it appeared to be a prosthetic device, and as I was studying it more closely, it leapt onto my face and devoured my eye. Then it mated itself with my visual cortex. The pain was tremendous, of course, just blinding, if you'll pardon the phrasing. Oh. Ha! Funny. But then I woke, and I discovered that I could see in multiple spectra, discern remarkably small objects, and occasionally expand my consciousness into other dimensions. Or perhaps those are just the headaches paired with euphoria. Whatever the case, it was a worthwhile sacrifice, and I hardly ever noticed it's there anymore. I'm sure you hardly ever do. Okay, farewell. Farewell, he says. Okay, so where do we need to go? I think over this way. Let's look at the map over here. We have a maw. We have them. Oh, it's not this way. Where are the... Okay, well, that's fine by me. Let's have a chat here with Shin, but that's going to be on the next episode because we're out of time for right now. So, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.